And we are there live on YouTube, man. I love to see that. I'm early today, folks. I got up early, had a work meeting, and I thought, you know what? The work meeting has come to an end. Let's just do this now. And here we are. It's the morning check-in with Mañana no Mas. I was excited, and I wanted to get on right away. Here's the deal. Time, patience, effort, tenacity, if you will, right? Time, effort, patience. Folks, I don't want to give away the ghost. I don't want to, I can't go into details at this time. But there's going to be times now, if you're an entrepreneur, there's going to be times more than you would like where you're going to put in time, you're going to put in effort, and it's going to feel like there's no harvest. It's going to feel like nothing's happening. And you're going to have to somehow convince yourself, somehow give yourself the motivation and the energy to get up day after day after day and put in the effort and make something happen. But it happens to people that aren't entrepreneurs. It happens, at the corporate level. It happens with government jobs, right? I know a lot of people that have government jobs that are like, oh yeah, I'm up for this position, but it doesn't start until August, right? And they end up doing half the job, for free until August shows up, right? Because the way that the system works, they can't officially move into the position, but they've got to backfill something else, and it just gets crazy, right? Folks, I've been working with a company and haven't seen any money exchange hands yet, right? So I want to be clear about that. No money's exchanged hands yet, but I've been working with the company for a while. And it's, when I say a while, I mean like almost a year, it seems like. And it's like, hey, so working on a needs assessment, right? So these are your projected needs. This is what we discussed. These are the parameters you need things done in. Oh, your company has a security issue. Okay, well, let's deal with their security issue. Now let's go back to the needs and let's go back to the, right? And it's constantly being in flux with what the project is going to be. Now we're getting really close to finalizing a scope of work. So when you're a vendor, when you're an entrepreneur, when you provide a service like Mañana no Mas does, you usually get down to a discussion about scope of work. So it'll say, here's the needs assessment we've performed. Here are the services we can provide to backfill those needs. And now we need for you to kind of define the scope of work, right? So what work is expected and what are the expected results? And we're getting close to that scope of work portion. Now, you're going to say, Kurt, why would you do all that? Why do you do all that before money changes hands? Well, it's important to know what you're getting into, right? So, it's like a courtship before a marriage, right? And so, we're feeling each other out. We're having lots of Zoom calls, lots of meetings, lots of emails, figuring all this out. And we set a thing up and we go, okay, now this is what it should look like. And how do I know that it's gone well so far? How do I know that I've done the right thing at the right time, with the right motivations? I'm really big when I say, hey, focus on adding value to others and the rest will come. Focus on adding value and the rest will come. I've been saying that for how long now, right? Folks, as we're laying out the scope of work, and you're saying to yourself, am I even going to get this gig? Like, you're like, am I even going to get this gig? Remember what I said at the beginning of my talk just a moment ago, right? I said, you keep pushing, you keep pushing, you keep pushing, you keep doing what you know is right. But you wonder, is it coming? Is it coming? Well, as we're identifying the scope of work and we're getting ready to take the first steps in getting the work done, someone else from their executive team says, oh, hey, we're looking for someone to do 2 days worth of training with this other department. Would you be willing to be, our guest speaker for this subject? Bam, bam, bam. Okay. That request doesn't happen unless the first thing is going to happen. Does that make sense? I'm trying to put this into terms with you here. So when you are working on a scope of work with a large organization, and you kind of have a question mark of like, is this really going to happen with this group? And then someone else on the executive team goes, hey, we understand that you're our guy. Would you be willing to do this extra task? And they're paying for it, right? So can we hire you to do this extra task? Well, that's the confirmation, right, that this is happening. This now becomes the assumptive close, right? I already know you're going to say yes to the scope of work. I already know you're going to hire me to do this. So let's just move forward and get this done as expeditiously as possible, because I know that someone else has already hired me for the other thing, right? That's just an exciting moment, right? I've worked on something for the better part of a year, and I know that it's gone well. Like, I feel that it's gone well. Now, how do I go from feeling that it's going well to knowing that it's going well? Because someone else on the executive team said, hey, could you be our speaker for this? And what's really cool is I was actually able to ask some more questions, and get, through asking open-ended questions, go, hey, you know what? I might have some additional solutions for you, and I can bring another expert to the table to help you with this. And so I was just blown away. Time, patience, effort, right? You got to put in the time. People that want to bypass all the work and get the rewards, it doesn't work. You got to put in the time. You got to give the effort, right? And then you got to be tenacious, got to be patient, right? Folks, that's what I got for you today. I'm feeling, I'm going to go conquer the world. How about that? I'm just going to go conquer the world today. Have yourselves a great one. It is Wednesday. It is what? March 17th. It's St. Patrick's Day, right? I might have to just start drinking beer. No, I'm going to go conquer the world. That's what it was. All right. Have yourselves a good day. I love you all. Go get some.